Good day. Welcome to South Quirksville United Evangelical Lutheran Church. I'm guessing you're here because you've heard the story, or at least some of it, and you want to know if it's really true. Well, I, Henry Roundtwitter, chairman of the South Quirksville United Evangelical Lutheran Church, Property Committee, captain of the Squelch Base Section, and 7th generation squelcher, can swear that it is true, all of it, because I was there that day, that great and awesome day, the day of the plague of biblical proportions, which of course was also the day of the funeral service for Pastor Methuselah Liepenauer. Why, I remember it like it was yesterday. I had gone into church that morning to finish getting things ready for the afternoon funeral service, and there they were. So I rushed out to tell everybody. And that's when I found the South Quirksville United Evangelical Lutheran Church Council President Eliza Lebensmoody standing all alone in the narthex, just staring at an envelope, staring like she was frozen. Eliza, what's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Scared I will see one is more like it, Henry. In this envelope is the anthem that Pastor Liepenauer had requested be sung at his funeral.
Well, the funeral's in a few hours, Eliza. Don't you think you should practice it? Rehearse it? Open it?
You're right, Henry. Of course. It's just that I can't help feeling, well, a little guilty.
His death wasn't your fault, Eliza. Pastor Liepenauer was 103 years old when he died.
Yes, I know.
And he died doing what he loved doing best, making the sign of the cross at the benediction. The Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. And over he went.
But Henry, I can't help but wonder if he might not have enjoyed a few years of Oh, I can barely speak the word. Retirement.
It's not your fault that he never retired.
Well, maybe it is. You see, every time Pastor Liepenauer ever brought up the R word, a Lebensmoody was always present as a member of the council, and before Pastor could finish speaking the word retirement, that Lebensmoody would faint and fall off their chair dead away. And then an ambulance would have to be called, and that would be the end of that discussion. I think the first time it happened with Pastor Liepenauer was about 40 years ago when my great-grandfather, Penrose Lebensmoody, was council president. You see, Henry, there's always been a Lebensmoody at the squelch helm, ready to faint if the need arose.
Have you ever fainted at a council meeting?
5 times, Henry. It's a family gift. And probably the reason why South Quirksville United Evangelical Lutheran Church has only had 2 pastors in its 150-year history, 75 years each. The Lebensmoodies have been here since the beginning. We're charter squelchers.
Well, I'll be. But Eliza, you're done fainting for the moment, aren't you? Because we got a situation in the chancel. Come see.
Oh, Henry, where did all these frogs come from? They're everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, just on the pulpit, on the altar, and on the baptismal font.
The new seminarian intern, she's just arrived. Here she is. But, oh my, what are all these frogs doing here? There isn't anything in the funeral bulletin about frogs. This isn't one of the new hymnals innovations, is it?
Funeral? Who died? And where's Pastor Liepenauer?
Eliza, didn't anyone tell the seminary?
Oh, I knew there was something I forgot. I forgot to call the seminary and tell them that Pastor Liepenauer died. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
Ida. Ida Hopewell. Intern Ida Hopewell.
Oh, intern Ida, I don't know how to break this to you. Pastor Liepenauer died last Sunday at the 11 o'clock service. His funeral is supposed to be this afternoon, but as you can see, we have a
Situation.
Yeah.
Actually, Henry, it's more like an infestation. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Ida, but what are you carrying?
Oh, the Lutheran Study Bible. You know, the brand new Lutheran Study Bible, but I hope this is okay. But I have others. I have Hebrew and Greek, and this is NRSV, but I have...
No, Ida, not the Bible.
Oh.
What's that for?
It's a bushel basket. I got this note from Pastor Liepenauer a couple of weeks back telling me to meet him right here today with a Bible and a bushel basket. He said the basket was for gleaning.
Gleaning?
Yes, at the intern supervisor team building workshop at the seminary, I told him about how much seminary was costing and how much I had to take out in loans, and he got very excited. And he said he had a very practical skill that he could teach me that might help me in ministry over the long haul. Gleaning.
Well, what do you know? Pastor Liepenauer did always say that he owed his vigor and his advanced age to lots of fresh air and exercise and a steady diet of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Well, again, I'm so sorry you came all this way without knowing about Pastor Liepenauer's passing. And I'm even sorrier that you find us in this situation, up to our squelcher elbows in frogs.
Dear Lord, grant me non-anxious presence. Grant me non-anxious presence. Grant me non-anxious
I'm sorry,
presence.
Ida.
Oh.
What's that?
I was just remembering something I learned at seminary about being a non-anxious presence at the time of a crisis.
That's fine advice. It sounds like you've had good teachers. You didn't also happen to learn anything about frogs, did you?
As a matter of fact, in Dr. Marty Stevens' class on the book of Exodus, we did learn that when Moses went to the Egyptian Pharaoh and told him that God said, "Let my people go," the Pharaoh ignored him. So God used frogs to get the Pharaoh's attention.
So God uses frogs
Yeah. Oh.
to get attention?
Oh. And in Dr. Stevens' Hebrew class, we learned that the Hebrew word for frog is made up of two different words. One word that means to leap, and another word that means to know. So we could say that a frog is one who knows how to leap, like a leap.
Knower!
Isn't that a coincidence? Leap knower, Pastor Liepenauer. Maybe that explains why I liked him right off the bat. And of all the books in the Old Testament, Exodus is my favorite. Let my people go. God as liberator of the enslaved. I can hardly wait to be one of God's proclaimers of liberation from enslavement. Enslavement to grief, despair, injustice.
Yes, freed from injustice, freed from poverty.
Well, yes, but poverty is exactly what I'm afraid I'll need liberating from.